Welcome everyone to the iOS Blue December Cup number 5. My name is Peter Counterfeit Hull. I'll be bringing you all of this delicious iOS action over the course of this evening. We have 10 teams fighting out for that number 1 spot, and let's take a look at who they are. Valence Blue will be right up at the top of the bracket, waiting for their quarter-final spot, which they will earn by virtue of being number 1. Xenovia and Fatal Fury will be fighting to face off against them in the quarterfinals. Arsenal and Team Kimono, both from Japan, both fighting in the quarterfinals. iZone and Beast Senior will be also having a quarterfinal spot. Mon Tracks crew and Ma Vida Loca will be facing off against, or rather the winner of that will be facing off against Elite, right down at the bottom. So now you know who is going to be playing. I think we may well get ourselves a pass key pretty darn soon. Sorry guys, a little late for me here, so I do excuse if I make weird noises in my attempt to stay awake. Hopefully you guys are not... So anybody who is more east than me, welcome. It must be incredibly late wherever you are. Anyone west of me, this is probably the right time for you. Alright, we will take a little break before we get into our first game. The fellas from Fatal Fury have made a special request to be our first on the stream, so we'll do our best to bring you that game. Certainly, it should be pretty fun up against Xenova. They are the 8th and 9th seeds going up against each other, with their prize for whoever wins to go up against the number 1 seed in the quarterfinals. It's going to be tough, but hey, there's only one place you can catch it. We will be starting our giveaways pretty soon because we've got one of the smaller brackets, so we'll have to get through 3 of them, or rather 4 of them, on YouTube, Mob Crush, Twitch, and what's the one I've forgotten? YouTube, Mob Crush, Twitch, and Facebook. There we go. Alright, we'll be back in just a moment because I think we've got the keys, so we shouldn't be too long at all. Welcome, one and all, to our tournament for today on iOS. December Cup number 5 is what we're looking at on the blue side of things. So let's get right stuck in proper and see which one of these two guys will be going up against Violence Blue in the quarterfinals. Now, Fatal Fury asked to be streamed specifically for this game, so we're certainly expecting them to be trying to show off as much as possible, knowing that they are performing in front of all you fine people, including those of you who hate Christmas. Fatal Fury and Xenovia are actually seeded almost entirely the same as each other, so we'd actually expect a relatively even match to start us off today. Let's take a quick look and see where those kills are falling. Ooh, wow. Okay. Xerax is the monster of this game. 6 and 0 so far, down to 1% health. As you might expect, looking to avoid combat for the time being, but an absolute nightmare to deal with so far. Xerax will get taken out though by Owen. I believe is the team captain of Fatal Fury. I will have a big old check on that. Let's see. Yes. Alright, we'll keep following Xerax for the time being as they manage to somehow survive for an incredibly long time. I like that the Fatal Fury team captain Owen is consistently killing Xerax, who seems to otherwise be getting away on nearly no health whatsoever. The snipers have become ubiquitous in these ESL tournaments, managing to do a lot of good work, and have been wondering aloud, if I may, whether or not we'd start to see more recons coming in to get right up in those snipers' faces. As effective as the sniper rifles can actually still somewhat be in close range, in theory at least, being able to scoot around the place on a recon feels like a pretty good idea, but do let me know in the chat if any of y'all think there's a better way of dealing with the current proliferation of recon. Of snipers. What am I talking about? Ugh. Fatal Fury, for all their fury, are perhaps naught but sound. 4 minutes and change left to play. Let's see if we can catch up with where the kills are actually coming from. Zentik is going to be one of those, but we'll get taken out immediately. Of course, the moment we start looking at them. Because they're shy. But still got a pretty good record so far. I think they actually... I may be telling a lie, but it looks like there's actually a fair few recons knocking around on the Xenovia team as well. And I think Zentik might have picked up that gun at some point to complement the mostly long-range strategy of Fatal Fury. But then, of course, I could just be hallucinating, much as you might hallucinate a rogue cat who might appear on stream at any time. Ugh. Zentik 8 and 3, pretty impressive record. Actually, the same as Xerax. Maybe they're related. Doing some very good work, but will fall to Zentik over on the other side. Sorry, to Xerax. What are we talking about? Sounds like he's a photocopier. Alright, as we come up on the 3-minute mark, Xenovia still gonna be ahead by 5. It's looking like Xerax really is the primary player from Zova, as they call themselves. If they can be taken out of commission for even just a few moments, I'd imagine that's the way Fatal Fury get back into this one. And say it, and it will happen, apparently. As they do go down, we get into another pistol fist fight. Hirosha will take out Zentik, though. 2.5 minutes left to play. Xenovia are still in the lead. Let's pop around and see how those middle-of-the-table players are doing. Hero Gaming Simon, you need tequila to get better. Oh boy. I'm not sure if that is a medically approved course of treatment. Hero Gaming Simon. Speaking of not medically advised, Zovabot managed to get up into close quarters with the captain of Fatal Fury, Owen, and take them to task. Fatal Fury seems to be trying to give a lot here, but Xenovia, honestly, just are consistently staying ahead, managing to trade those kills, not giving across anything unpermitted. Hey, Initial Gurung, and, well, Hero Gaming Simon, you've already seen... Oh, right, you're saying hi back to them. I don't understand how human interactions work. Ugh. Hey, Marvin, Frederic Boreal. That's a neat name. Zovabot. Stalking on the recon, going to go up into close quarters, but actually get cut down by Fatal Fury, who are still fighting. But they are struggling. Still behind by 5, 1.5 left to play. Fatal Fury have been more or less in the same position for a while. They need to start winning these close range brawls. They need to be supporting each other. But Xenovia keep on keeping on. Got an enormous amount of kills on the individual members. 2 untraded there for Xenovia, and that makes game 1 a pretty cut and dry experience. Alright guys, we will be popping ourselves to a brief break. But please do stay tuned for Fatal Fury vs Xenovia Round 2! Of course, as we said before, this will determine who will go on to face off against our number 1 seed, Violence Blue, in the quarterfinals. So, one of these teams will need to prepare themselves for the fight of a lifetime past this very first round. Please do stay tuned and we'll be back soon. Alright guys, let's get back into it. So we see Mon Tracks crew taking on Elite. To apologise for the delay to the start of this game. Having some issues finding all our players, turned out we left them behind the hedge. But hopefully no more shenanigans will attend to us in this particular endeavour. Let's get it on! I believe, let me check that these guys are playing in... let's see, Mon Tracks. They're playing in the quarterfinals. So Mon Tracks crew beat out Mi Vida Loca from Japan and now facing off against Elite. Mon Tracks crew hailing from the USA, Elite, a truly international sensation with players from all over the planet. Thank you guys for staying with us as the first kill comes through to Mon Tracks crew. As expected, the meta seems to be firmly in the favour of the sniper rifles. But we'll see if we get anything mixed up. Veterans manages to trade the kill back for Elite. But so far, let's have a look at the map and see how we have ended up at this point. So, it seems to have become a very popular strategy for teams to use the underpass kind of as a base on the construction site and operate out of there. It's not working terrifically well for Mon Tracks crew as Elite managed to get a whole bunch of kills untraded and take the lead. This passive style for Mon Tracks will need to be adjusted for these new circumstances. Lovely to see so many of the Japanese fans in the audience. And also Hero Gaming Simon, who loves turtles. I will keep trying to throw your comments into Google Translate so I can give something back. But I see that someone wrote ESL in the middle, so hopefully it's something about ESL. Something nice, I hope. Woohoo! Elite managed to hold on to this early advantage. Let's see where those kills are going. It's going to be onto Veterans. So let's jump onto them, rocking the morph this time round. Hero Gaming Simon, maybe you can translate some of the chat that's going on, because I've got no idea what anybody's talking about. But I hope it's cats. Airstrike coming in. Frigolito will get another kill there. Elite looking extremely good right now. Though Veterans will get cut down in their prime. But not before they immediately get a kill back. I think I'm not sure if that was a explosive kill or something. Good to see a little bit of flaming going on over on the Mob Crush page. It seems to have become its own little gang of people, malcontents you might say. MC5 to Hacksaw and Kieran Alex talking smack about Mon Tracks crew, who are behind in the early going, as Veterans continue to do that wonderful work with the sniper rifle. Some close range fighting breaking out. Elite coming out ahead, now ahead by 8. 3.5 minutes left to play. Elite's lead staying pretty comfortably around that 7-8 kill mark. And of course, Elite at this point more than happy to just trade all day long and all day night. Frigolito gets another kill coming through. And it looks like Elite are not content to just trade for the rest of the game, but instead pick up individual members. Nice double grenade kill coming through there. Let's see if that's mixing things up. It's going to be, let's follow Frigolito, because that's a fun name to say. I'm probably saying it completely wrong. Oh no, Frigolito. Okay, that seems alright. Maybe someone can tell me what that means, in case it means something rude and I'm saying it over and over again. But either way around it, Frigolito is getting a good amount of kills in. That's kill number 9 and 10. Wow, really fast sniping. Not quite swift enough for that last kill. But still, impressive stuff nonetheless. Has got a fair few deaths, so getting mixed up as well as sniping off those kills. But it is so often the case with the players who get mixed up the most, get the most kills, are going to die a lot as well, because that's just the way these things work. 10 kill advantage for Elite right now. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on the other side of the fence. Will, or Wit, not sure what their name is. doing some pretty nice work over for Mon Tracks' crew. But unfortunately, just as mentioned before, a lot of deaths to go along with those kills. It's unfortunate when you've got the sniper rifle, there's certainly a greater possibility to get kills without them being traded back. As you see there, Mon Tracks' crew get one, Veterans get straight back, and Frigilito continues his bloody work, taking out near enough everybody. Let's pop back with them, 14 and 9, 39% accuracy so far. This is a player who does not take a shot without knowing that they can land it. Frigilito does get a kill before being traded back. Now up to 17 ahead for Elite, looking extremely strong. And that's it. Mon Tracks' crew go down in pretty convincing fashion. What do the rest of you guys think? Is the flaming going on Mob Crush platform of Mon Tracks' crew enough to put them down for 2 games in a row? Or do you think they've got what it takes to come back? Certainly, some of these faces here have got pandas on them, and honestly, that's all you really need to know. Frigilito will be our MVP for round number 1, but we've got at least one more game to play, so please do stay tuned, and we'll be back with that soon. let's get things started for our second game between Elite and Mon Tracks crew. We know that there are, of course, a lot of supporters for the Elite team who've certainly shown themselves more than capable of taking down Mon Tracks crew in the first game. Very, very strong performance. 50-38. We'll see what they can do this time round. Now they head out onto Scramble. Frijolito means shrub or small tree having pinnate leaves, poisonous to livestock and dense racemes of intensely fragrant blue flowers and red beans. Coral bean, frijolito, mezcal bean, salvora secolindo. Interesting. Alexander Rice loves frijoles. Ah, interesting. I'm learning so much today. Alright, let's check up on our good friend Frijolito and see how they are doing. 40% accuracy so far, of course rocking the sniper rifle that pretty much everyone's rocking right now. BSW, I believe, the Mark 7. Very, very powerful, but also pretty much used by everybody. So it's kind of one of those things where when everybody's got the overpowered rifle, then also sort of nobody does as well. Glad to see Clement, or Cleverly, is learning Spanish over in the YouTube chats. If you'd like to come and join in with that, then feel more than free to do so. Should be good times for everyone. Oh, you eat it with rice and cheese. Interesting. I will have to look into this. One day, I hope to travel to Mexico and eat all of the delicious food. Frijolito's going to try and fire between those antlers. Don't they know it's not Christmas time anymore? Ugh. Still keeping the snipers going in, but Frijolito's not doing so well in this game. Let's go across to Wit or Will? I think it's Wit. Who is in fact doing extremely well. Elite getting back into the game a little bit, but look at that rabbit face, isn't that terrifying? Elite starting to slowly catch up here. Veterans managed to get a couple of kills for themselves. 3.5 minutes left for Elite to come back into this one. Oh, thanks, No Way Gaming. Not sure with all of the strange capitalization there, but hola to you as well. No Way was giving me some pronunciation lessons on how to say Frijolito. So I'm going to use their name as many times as possible, just because I can, and I want to look cool. Elite doing some pretty nice work to catch up, now only behind by 3. Mon Tracks crew did have... Oh, am I still saying it wrong? I thought I got it right. With Frijolito. Is it Frijolito? Oh, maybe I misheard. I will keep on working on it. Certainly, Elite will need... Well, it will become somewhat irrelevant if Elite do not manage to win this series because they will no longer be playing in this ESL Cup. But it's looking pretty even so far. Only... Well, it's now dead even. In fact, let's see if we can find who is that person with the creepy rabbit mask. I like him. I like it a lot. It's going to be Louis, over on the side of Elite, who's picking up most of the kills. Seems like we've got some controversy over how to say frijolito or frijolito, or maybe none of the above. But that's not necessarily the most important thing right now, because we are locked in a death battle on Scramble. Louis does manage to land one more kill. Scramble notorious for these really weird little sightlines. I'll have to throw up a straw poll to see which the correct pronunciation is with the majority of people, and therefore is the correct one overall. I think that's how language works, isn't it? Elite managed to get a kill and keep themselves ahead. 1 minute left to play. Incredibly close between these two teams, which is surprising based on the first game. Coming down to the wire. Let's hop back across to Wit, if we can. No, they're dead. Then we will not hop back across to them. We will not do any hopping of any kind. Down to 30 seconds. Elite now ahead by 3. Some are taking themselves out with the grenade launcher. A little bit unfortunate. Louis getting into close range combat with a sniper rifle. Certainly getting right up into somebody's face seems to be the most effective strategy, because it's quite hard to turn the sniper rifle from side to side. Go4MC5, you got disqualified for no reason. Oh, well, that's too bad. If you've... well, I certainly can't comment on any admin decisions, but you can always file a ticket if you're unsatisfied with how an admin decision played out. But either way around it, Elite have found their way through to the next round of competition. They'll be heading towards the semi-finals. In fact, let's have a look across the bracket screen and see how things are going. So Violence Blue have made it all the way up to the semis, and we'll have Elite joining them there as well. So that does mean we'll be doing the Mob Crush giveaway. So let me do that right now. Okay, our Mob Crush winner will be Solomon Kanye. Solomon Kanye, hopefully you're still around. Let's see. Let's ask Google Translate how you say frijolito. Let's see, so if that's Spanish.
Frijolito.
Frijolito. That's what, if that's what Google reckons, frijolito seems to be the way they say it. So that's what we're going to go with, and it is going to matter because Elite have made it through to the next round of competition. Let's see, Solomon Kanye. We'll see if Solomon turns up. We'll give him a couple of minutes, and if not, we'll do a redraw on the Mob Crush platform. Either way around it, we'll be going to a little bit of a break, so please do hang around, and we'll be back soon with our next game. Alright, we are back once again following the Elite, who are over on the blue side as they continue their path of vengeance, this time going up against the Beast, the Senior Beast, the Beast who have been through all of the promotion programs just to get here today. And what a beast they are. Starting out things strong, going even on the rooftops. We have been asked about the YouTube giveaway, and we will be concluding that after this match is done one way, or after this game is done of this match one way or the other. So whoever wins out here, get your entries in on YouTube, because this is your final chance to do so. Some are doing some pretty nice work with a pistol from short range, but let's see where the kills are actually going to. It's going to be Galaxy 4-0 so far in this encounter. Can they keep up the hype? We shall see. Of course, snipers, as we will be expecting. And Elite doing pretty well. Unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I can't pronounce the names of any of the Beast players because they're all got Japanese characters. Oh, Killer and Genji. I can, but they'll probably be the players I switch to just because I know how to say their names, or at least I can make a good guess at it. Yes, Alexander Reyes, we are on the roof of Matops, the map that is the hardest to follow on the map, because it's all multi-layered, multi-leveled. Elite going 16 and 16, now up 17 and 17. Very even match for the semi-final. This series, of course, will decide who will be heading to our grand finals first and foremost. But it's looking like both these teams have got a pretty good chance of managing it. If you take a look up at the map, we can't really tell anything, but we can at least tell that Beast Senior are working themselves around the outside. Once it comes to the center, then we're a little bit more lost. Let's see if we can find... Oh boy, they've all got the same names as well. Alright, well this guy is going to be rocking through with a little bit of love from the heavy class. That shotgun's certainly very effective at close range. As if I'm saying, if you're using sniper, you should use thermal scope on rooftops. I can buy that, certainly. Seems like a sensible approach. Got the slack, the blowing a hole in the world there. Beast Senior managed to pull ahead by just 2, but just 2 is all you need right now. Getting that lead up to 3, 4 minutes left to play. I'm not sure if Beast Senior is an old Oh, they are an old Japanese team, that does make sense. Explaining the naming convention they've got there. And they seem to be giving the guys from Elite who have already been claimed by the chat as a potential eventual winner of this tournament, managing to stay very, very even and actually ahead for quite a while. MC5 to Hacksaw, I don't believe that overtime is part of the map rotations at the moment. But it might be in the future. Please do send in an email if you'd like to see that. If you get loads of emails saying that thing, then it's much more likely to happen. Hero Gaming Simon. Oh, I see you're speaking in Spanish and nobody's talking back to you. Oh, that's too bad. If I had any idea what you were saying, I would try and engage you in conversation. But sadly, I do not. Still, as we come past the 3-minute remaining mark, it is still incredibly even. Beast Senior doing some really nice stuff. But only ahead by 1 as Rogelito gets the kill and puts them over the edge. Now ahead 43 to 41, racing up towards the 50 kill mark. Let's see if we can drop in with our favourite Small Bean, if I remember correctly from the conversation we're having before in the chat. Rogelito. Certainly delicious play thus far. 45 to 45, 2 minutes left to play, 5 kills apiece to win the game. Let's get some delicious water down us before we reach the inevitable demise, one way or the other. It's been an incredibly close game on rooftops. Whew. Both up 47-47. Yes, I do remember Rogelito because I spent about 5 minutes trying to figure out how to say their name. And also, I think they're the top scoring player in this game right now. I think possibly also the best kill deaths as well. Both teams looking for those kills. B Senior will land one of those elusive 3 kills which I need to get over the line. Louis manages to trade one back onto Jean-Ji. 1 minute 15 left up. Someone goes down, trade it back. It's 49-49, but Elite take it at the last possible second. And they go up 1-0 in this semi-final. Right. So, as alleged previously, we are going to do the YouTube giveaway. So, with that in mind, let's roll them bones and see who's going to be the lucky so-and-so over on YouTube. Okay. Our winner on YouTube will be Showtime Daily. Showtime Daily. Shang. Oh, no way, it's giving me some more pronunciation help. Shang. Is that right? Xiang? Shang? Either way around, I'll try and get that right for the next game. So, Elite take that game number 1. But can they do it one more time? Oh gosh. Having some unlicensed properties on the stream. Don't tell anyone. Ooh. Thank you, Showtime Daily, for your swift responderoo. Interesting username you've got there as well. So we've got more giveaways to get through, and we'll bring those up on the stream in just a moment. But thank you for that, Showtime Daily, for your swift and effective response. Alright, Hero Gaming Simon, go get your sleep on, because that's great for health. CNG. CNG. Interesting. Alright, well, either way around it, we'll take a short break when we do get that game 2 set up. It could very easily go to a 3-game series, so please do stay tuned, and we'll be back soon. Let's get it on once more. An incredibly even first semi-final game on the rooftops. We'll now move into game number 2. B Senior lost out by a single kill last time round. Let's see what they can do. What kind of magic they can pull off in the close confines. Far away from the stars, from the sky. B Senior seems to be having a lot better of a time on conversion. CNG, who I've been reassured is how I say the name, CNG, doing pretty well so far. 5-0. Looks like B Senior had a bit of a fire lit under them after that game number 1. To lose out by such a small margin is going to be extremely frustrating for a team. I can understand why they would be extremely motivated to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. Hey there, over on Facebook, can see a question saying, I know what to do this broadcast. Is there anyone? Well, I'm still reading the Facebook comments, so I'm here, old buddy, old friend. Though I cannot read Arabic to be able to tell what your name is. Nice to see ya. If you're looking for more folks to talk to, probably YouTube is the most populated of the platforms which we're broadcasting on. So, please to make your way across that if you're looking to make some good old friendos during the course of the broadcast. Beast Senior ahead by now 8. Pretty good showing in the first couple of minutes. Elite gonna get one kill courtesy of Frohilito, who will get taken down straight away. Trade kills coming back in. Beast Senior building up a pretty big head of steam. Hey there, Jefferson Gonzalez. Nice to see ya. Beast Senior, more happy to see as many kills as is possible. CNG doing some pretty nice work. 9-3 so far. Not sure if you're talking to Jefferson there over on Facebook, but I'm from England. You may be able to tell by my outrageous accent. Wait, that's not an English accent. 4 minutes and change still in this one. Elite are slowly but surely managed to come back in, thanks in some part to Frohilito, who I'm very glad I spent the time to figure out how to say their name, because they have got the most kills and also I think the most deaths for Elite, which is honestly kind of surprising from a sniper, but I think that speaks to how aware Beast Senior are of how dangerous Frohilito can be from the top of the gantries. Running around looking for a kill. Elite catching up, getting a whole heck of a lot of kills in a hurry. Let's go across to Veterans, who's been on the heavy, getting that work done. 5-3 goes into close quarters, discharges the weapon a little bit too early, can't change round. The flexibility of the assault rifle not there when you're using the shotgun. Very low rate of fire. If you fire too quickly, then it can be disastrous. Veterans going in there with the slack, managed to get a lot of work done, just escaped at the backside with their life. Close to not having it though. Gotta watch out for those sight lines, gotta keep yourself as far away from as many bad influences as possible. I think Veterans run out of ammo? No, he hasn't. In hot pursuit of number 3 from BC, and not going to find this time around. I think they're actually going to end up going face to face. Veterans doing a bit of pre-firing there, which is a bit dangerous with the shotgun. As I said, low rate of fire means that you can. Why this broadcast? I'm not sure exactly what the question is, but this is a broadcast of the ESL tournament, which takes place every week and sometimes multiple times per week. In fact, mostly multiple times per week. We broadcast it to basically promote the stream and the game, and to show you guys having a good old time. These seniors seem to have been, just as I said, with a real fire lit under them. On conversion seems to be much more their speed than Rooftop was. Gonna take a comfortable game 2 and even up the series, be pushing us through to a game 3 on the streets. I guess the streets is a reasonably good approximation of a halfway point between conversion and rooftops. Certainly some close quarters, but also more wide open areas. So a good variety of play, and we'll be back with that one in just a little bit. Rush! We head to the streets for Beast Senior versus Elite for the third time in a row. Only one of these two teams will make it all the way through to our grand finals today. For any of you guys who aren't aware, Rush is played as elimination style. So any person who dies in a given round will be out till the next round, and this is played as its own little mini best of 5. There is a central point which you can capture to win the game when the time runs out, or you can just murderize the rest of the opposition. Paburo, the name of the tournament is the iOS Blue December Cup number 5. That's right, MC5 Taxa, we will be drawing the Twitch giveaway winner after this match. So please do get your entries in. I agree on what's used to presenting a ticket. Well, the same admins tend to work on the different tournaments, and they can definitely pass along any evidence you may have of misbehavior. So it's definitely worth letting them know if you've got any concerns, particularly if you've got any videos of people doing anything that they shouldn't be. Rush is so dramatic in the final, it's like a novella. I like the way you think, Alexander R. 5909. It is truly a dramatic test of skill in this 1v1. I say 1v1, actually, no, I think it's a 1v1? Yes, it is. Aha! I didn't even get a chance to drop out my old Yu-Gi-Oh memes. It's time to duel! 1v1, number 4, number 2. I don't think number 4 realizes Taka is being pursued by the last remaining member of Elite. I think it's a map bug showing one of the other players coming through. And Beast Senior win by default. I think that was due to a captured relay. Killer coming back into things to try and even up the score. I think Elite were down a member in the last exchange. Now we're back up. Beast Senior gonna have the advantage though. That old connection issues gonna obviously be a problem. Let's see if we can find Jian. Or Cian? CNG. Whose name is wandering off the edge of reality. Maybe some of you guys, any of you Japanese fans who speak English can... yes, now I've got that the right way around. Can tell me what the Japanese is at the beginning of the names of the players on Beast Senior. Is it just Beast Senior in Japanese, or is it something more interesting? CNG gonna find the back of another player. The best way to fight is when the other person's not fighting back. Haha! As we do see Elite going down 2-3, Zemex has a chance to try and equalize, but no, will instead fall down and be all kinds of dead. It's looking pretty shaky for Elite. In fact, more than shaky. Beast Senior now with 2 games in hand. They will get power-ups that persist between rounds. So a team that wins a round is more likely to win the next round, making Beast Senior very, very likely to sweep this series 3-0. Elite will need to do a heck of a lot of work to come back, but if Elite can win this game, then they'll have brought things back to more or less parity. Summer will go down for the first grenade from CNG, and Zimix taken out as well. Elite barely getting a look in this series, now taking on a 3v5, 3v2, sorry, a 5v2 situation. Summer dropping out of proceedings. Will is dead. Does make sense. But it's a tough situation for Elite to be in, knowing that a single misstep will leave them in a 1v5 situation. Beast Senior take the rush mode, and they are heading to our grand finals. I keep forgetting the rush mode takes ages to play the music. I was fully expecting this big musical bit to make me sound dramatic, but hey, not this time round, I guess. So it's going to be Xianji, who's going to be our MVP from that one. And let's sort out our Twitch giveaway winner. So, let's see. Okay, our Twitch giveaway winner will be Neos the Third. Neos the Third, if you can post your dog tag and platform, then we'll be heading out for our final giveaway of the day over on Facebook. Oh, good. I can see Neos that you're still there because you just posted. So hopefully you can give the dog tag and the platform, and then we'll get you all set up for those 500 credit arenas. As always, the giveaways take about 2 weeks or so to arrive, though over the holiday and New Year period, that will be longer because most of Gameloft are away on holiday. So I'd expect about 3 weeks at the moment. Alright, while I'm waiting on that one, let's get our... have a quick look across actually at the bracket and see how things are looking. So there's not going to be too much to say, but... So we've just seen Beast Senior win out their match against Elite, and now we know that Violence Blue, wow, they got knocked out in the other semi-finals, so we're going to be seeing an all-Japanese grand final today. So that will definitely justify the patience of all the Japanese fans we've got here today. But while that is going on, we will have our Facebook giveaway. So, please do stay tuned, we'll put the details up in a little bit, and we'll redraw on Twitch if they don't come back in the next 5 minutes or so. Game 1 of our Grand Finals is underway, and what better way to build our Grand Finals than to head to the construction site for that very first game. Both teams getting a kill in the first 15 seconds. And again, it started off right. We're following Cloud, who's one of those people who managed to get one of those first kills in this game. Making some pretty good use of cover, managing to come out, get almost clipped, very lucky not to get taken out there, gets into another sniper fight on 7% health, didn't get so lucky the second time round. Takaru doing some pretty good stuff. Over on the side of Beast Senior, 3-0 so far on the BSW. The sniper rifle that all the cool kids are using. Bear in mind, we are in best of 5 territory. This is only game 1. But Beast Senior looking pretty good in the early going. Both of these teams from Japan. Haven't actually seen any Japanese fans in the chat for a while, but hopefully you guys are still there. But certainly I hope that the rest of you who are not necessarily familiar with these teams can still support them with their excellent play. They have definitely earned it to be here. Team Kimono taking out Violence Blue, an incredible accomplishment in the semi-finals. We fully expected Violence Blue to be in these finals here today, but Kimono, even with that giant scalp, falling behind in the early going against Beast Senior. Let's see where these kills are coming from. It's going to be Cloud, the person we started off watching from the start. Going to find his way, going to snipe through a pipe. Hey, it rhymes. Then it must be a good idea. Sniping on top of a pipe, I kind of feel like the rhyme doesn't work quite as well there. But we'll see if Cloud can manage it anyway. Beast is beast. Well, Alexander, that's a straightforward sentiment, but you could well be right. Game having slowed down a little bit, Cloud managed to get a nice bit of sniping through the old pipe. No Way Gaming, both teams have your teammates on them. That's a tough situation to be in. Marcel, when will you nerf the Morph Tier 7? I wouldn't know about that, but if you send an email in, which I assure you will be read in the new year, with your concerns about a particular weapon and what you'd like to see done about it, then honestly, Game Lofts are actually quite receptive to ideas from the community, but the only thing with it is you need to do some of the legwork in terms of explaining well why you think a given thing is overpowered, and also what you'd like to have changed about it, which wouldn't just make it useless. Because we tend to see sort of a cycle of weapons kind of getting buffed and nerfed. It's always quite tricky to nerf things in such a way that people will still play them enough to get good data, because it tends to be the kind of thing that people will stay away from anything that's been nerfed on the assumption it's probably weak now, but not always the case. So while Cloud continues his reign of death, it's going to be CNG, going 11 and 12, getting involved in a lot of these decisions, managing to find a flank onto Cloud, and goes to speak of the relevance of having a teammate there to watch your 6. Alexander Ray, support the team that's winning. I mean, that's generally the approach that I tend to take when it comes to sports ball or any other form of competition. If you choose the winning side, then you're likely to do well. GNG finding someone murdering one of their teammates, throws a grenade in. I don't think it even actually landed correctly though. Still, Team Kimono managing to catch up a little bit. 2.5 minutes left to play. GNG backing up a teammate there to get another kill. Beast Senior still managing to creep up their score. Oh, speaking Spanish, I think there's actually probably quite a lot of Spanish speakers, and some of us are even learning Spanish in the chat. So, I don't know quite how to say your name. Sola, maybe? But yes, there should be a lot of Spanish speakers in the chat to help you out. Kenji gonna get cut down in the close range. As the bomber is going to be coming in, will it land? Will it take anyone with it? Doesn't like it this time round as we go 42 to 42, dead even in the dying seconds of this game number 1. Facebook giveaway is ongoing right now and 1 minute and 30 seconds left to play. BC are doing some pretty nice stuff. GNG, I don't know, the kill number's really high, but the death numbers are also super high. So let's see if we can find the... Don, these guys are all having the same icon. There we go. This guy, 14 and 9, much better kill-death ratio. Neos the Gamer, you saw some friendly fire there? Interesting. Do you know what it was a result of? Was it a grenade? Was it a rocket launcher or something? Fishbone does get a kill from the side of Team Kimono. It's still very, very close, with both teams so close to ending out here. But B Senior, if we see a trade of all 5 kills, will win. So Kimono do need to be a little bit careful. Taku getting involved in some short-range brawling. It's going to be a kill trade onto Kimono, but BC going to get one more. Hugely important at this juncture. Killer lurking behind some boxes there, looking for a target. BC have got the 2 kill advantage. Como se llama el comentator? I have no idea what that means. Maybe someone can translate that for me. But wow, okay, Kimono pick up 4 kills in a row and manage to take that first game on a construction site. Nicely done by them and a bit of a surprise. 4 kills in a row, very impressive. Oh, Como se llama is... what is the name of the commentator, I think? That sounds a little bit familiar. Ah, there we go. Yes, it's right. Alright, we do have at least 2 more games to play, so we'll pop back to a break. Giveaway still remains going on Facebook, so please do stay tuned. Keep your entries coming in, and we'll be back with you soon. let's get back into things as we head onto the streets for Game 2 of our Grand Finals. Kimono, with that steal away win in game number 1, only have to do it 2 more times to become our Grand Champerinos. Hey Vicious! Nice to see you. I'm glad that you would come and watch a stream of a game you don't like. Oh, thanks. Thank you for the complimentarino. I, of course, do make my trade on being the most sexy of men's at all times. So, I'm glad to know that I'm doing something right. Kimono is certainly doing something right in this game number 2 on the streets. Building themselves up an 8 kill, now 9 kill advantage in the early going. What is going on here? It's going to be Pooh. Haha, what a great name. 8-1 so far, getting nearly all the kills. Will get taken down eventually by CNG, but it may be too late. Jacob Flores, we are in the Grand Finals, so every other team have already played. These are the only 2 remaining, 2 battling out for the title of Champerino. Kimono looking pretty good. After a surprise Game 1 victory, were behind by 4 and got those 4 kills all at once against the Beast Senior team that only needed to get 2 to win. So, it's exciting times for both these teams. Namaste, Peter. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Teaz. Ah, it's Poo, not Poo. No Way Gaming, what would I do without you? No Way's been helping me out with pronunciations and also making sure that I don't get people's names wrong. I am going to see if we can do anything about getting a bit longer namespace, but that's a potentially a long way down the line. We'll see. Because it certainly would make the whole spectator experience a little bit easier to follow. Beast Senior do have a little bit of fight left in them. Managed to come back, working their magic with the old shotgun arena. We can have a look at this player here. This guy, our number 5, managing to get off his rounds. Shotgun, nice bit of play actually. So getting off the rounds, firing off the, throwing off a grenade to cover their retreat, and Beast Senior with a nice bit of stealth bomber action are almost back in this one. Looking pretty good, pretty good. 4 minutes left to play. Kimono, their early momentum has been stalled somewhat, but there we go with a couple of kills coming back untraded. Old Skullfist McGee, the one to get the kill there. Mange, 2 and 5 so far. Not the strongest performer on Kimono, but some might say the most enthusiastic. It's going to find a nice little flank. Unfortunately, doesn't actually manage to get anyone, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe a grenade would have been the right call there. Getting clocked from the other side of the wall. Taco with a bit of a better record, looking for that sniper kill, will get taken out by Poon in a very quick snipe. I think, honestly, I'm really impressed by how good and how swift the reactions are of everybody in this game, but I guess it's one of those situations where you've definitely got to be ready for the possibility that someone will come straight in to your sights the moment you go around a corner, and be ready with your finger on the trigger. Bro, did I see a saber right there, or is it just my imagination? I don't know. Maybe you guys can help keep an eye out as well. Killer, running it down, 4 and 7 so far. Will manage to find a flank onto a few members of Kimono, but unfortunately doesn't manage to get too much further, as yes, the saber takes the field. It is glorious day for Revolution. Kimono looking extremely good right now, and that will make game number 2. No need to come from behind and take the match by sneaky beakiness this time round, winning out by a good margin. 8 ahead on the streets, and it's old Skullface Poon themselves. That skull well earned. Alright guys, we will be heading to a short break before game number 3. Kimono could make this a 3-0. So do get your last entries in on the Facebook page in case that is the situation, because as soon as this is over, we will be drawing our last giveaway of the day. Also, I think over on Twitch that we have somehow mislaid our winner. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to double check that is the case. Let's see. Yes, okay, I'm going to reopen the Twitch giveaway and see if we can get ourselves a winner over there as well. So please do stay tuned for that, and I'll post the details up on screen in just a few moments. Two Japanese teams, Kimono and Beast Senior, go head to head for the third and potentially final time. Kimono stole game number 1, managed to dominate game 2, and now as we get onto the museum, they're going to have to show us what they can learn from those first two games, and if they can close out game number 3 in quite as dominant fashion as they did before. We know that sniper rifles still extremely popular, but Beast Senior putting out some early good damage, managing to pull ahead in the early going. Poon does get some good work done, but it's still a long way to go in this game. 4 and 2 so far. Manages to get a nice quick snipe off there. If any of you guys have got any suggestions about where you'd like to see the game go, or anything about the tournaments, or anything at all you'd like to get across us, moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com is the best way to get through. Those emails are a bit backed up at the moment because of the holidays, but once those holidays are concluded, they will all be answered. As we see Poon getting into some close range of fighting, Kimono managed to steal away the lead after B Senior looked pretty good to get started off. Let's jump across to them and see who is getting the most work done. Well, not that guy. Killer 1 of 5 so far, fighting near the museum entrance. We'll go up into close quarters. Will unfortunately be a little too wide with the aim there to lock down a kill. But still a lot of B Senior members in here. Nice double kill, triple kill with grenades there from Xianji. Some very nice stuff, keeping B Senior in contention. 4.5 minutes left to go. Kimono still fighting. Killer still struggling for a kill, so let's see if we can drop in on our good pal Xianji. Or CNG. 15 and 9 so far. An incredibly strong individual performance. More than half the kills of B Senior are on one player, which is honestly insane. Kimono are ahead by 5. We have to take out CNG. It's a pretty nice for Team Kimono, just to keep them off the field, keep them from pouring in the kills. James Keefe, you can't send an email to that address. Is that moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com? I think that's the correct address. What's the problem you're having, James? We'd love to hear what your thoughts were. Change, you're going to go up once more, trying to go 2v1 with Kimono, but it's not going to work out. Let's pop back over to Poon, who has a very similar record. Actually, not as many kills, but the rest of Team Kimono are making up the difference here. B Senior for that one really strong performance. Alexander R. Do the ESL Open tournaments go on to YouTube? I don't believe so. I'll have to check in a second, because I think we could be looking at a 3-0 from Kimono. Poon stalking the prey. It's going to run right into multiple members of B Senior. Didn't see that one coming at all. Will get taken down. Nice little ambush there set up by the two B Senior members. Killer and T. Poon running into exactly the same situation again, and we're looking at a very similar set of circumstances from game number 1. However, Kimono and Manj are in a slightly better position than Kimono themselves were in game 1 on Scramble, and that will be it. Kimono take the 3-0, and that means we've got 2 giveaways to conclude. But first of all, congratulations to our champions, Kimono. With all the snowman and skull faces you can shake a stick at, Poon will be our MVP of that particular series. A very consistent performance. Of course, we have to look across at GNG, who also did exceptionally well. Yes, I don't believe, Alexander, for the open ones, they do go on YouTube, as far as I'm aware at least. But we've got some giveaways to conclude, so let's get that done and dusted. Yes, I will just put up on screen. Thanks for watching our champions. Congratulations once again to Team Kimono. Exceptional performance. And let's see about those giveaway winners. So over on the Twitch page, okay, our Twitch giveaway winner will be Alexander R5909. If you can post your dog tag and a platform, then we'll get you all sorted out. Congratulations, Alexander. 5909. Dog tag and platform are all you need. So, well, let's leave that. Oh, excellent. Alexander, that was quick off the draw. So, got your details all locked in on the old spreadsheet. So, let's head over to Facebook to determine who our winner will be over there. Okay, our Facebook winner will be Ali Nwai. Sorry about my pronunciation there. Dog tag and a platform. So Ali Nwai, I think, yes, you are around. You posted recently. So please do give those across and we'll get you set up for your 500 credit arenas. Alright, well, either way around it, that will be it for us today. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back in about 13 hours for our last tournament of the year. I'm not sure we'll have Hacksaw with us for that one because of the timing being a bit awkward for him. But either way around it, thank you guys for watching. Hope you'll join us for that. And of course, we'll have more Modern Combat 5 action in the new year. Oh, thank you, Alan Noai. Got your details in there. So that means all of our winners have been locked in. That's Kieran Alex on Marvel Crush, Showtime Daily on YouTube, Alexander R on Twitch, and Ali Noai on Facebook. Thank you guys for our wonderful tournament. We'll hope you see you all again soon.